Pues muy buenas tardes. Hoy nos encontramos con la primera entrevista finlandesa que vamos a hacer este año. Nos encontramos con Lxandra, participante del, a ver si lo digo bien, Uuden Musiikin Kilpailu 2023. Good morning, Lxandra.
Good morning. Hi. How are you?
I'm
Fine, and
fine.
you?
Good. I'm good too. Sun is shining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here too. It's amazing.
First of all, how was the feedback of your song in Finland?
It was great. It's been incredible to get the messages also from all around Europe and also from some of my fans in the US or a bit everywhere. So it's been incredible and yeah, it's been really nice to get the messages and the comments and everything. And people have I feel like people have been touched by the song and I that's the most important thing for me.
Mhm.
And why did you decide to present your song to the UMK this year? Why
Um
this? Yeah.
Yeah, I had been thinking for a while. We had been talking about maybe joining. I've been asked a few years to join, and and so I decided last spring. I think it was in. We were talking about it maybe in like March, April, May, and I was in. And then when the song was written in April back in LA, I felt like it was the right thing to. I mean, it's not the obvious Eurovision song. I have other songs that would be more maybe obvious for something like this, but I just felt like I wanted to go with something. If I go, I want to go with something that really has a story and means a lot to me because there's there's so much you're living with this song this whole period of time and creating the show, creating the video. So I really want it to be something that means a lot to me. And this song, I felt like this one song was perfect. So I decided to maybe that was in May or June. I was like, yeah, let's go.
So this year you are the the only ballad on the national selection.
Yeah.
The other ones are another type of music. How it feels to be the only that song type in the. You think you will how I say it in English?
You think you will stand out
Yes, that.
with the other
Yeah,
participants?
I think so. I mean, especially with the show, I think it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, all the shows are going to be incredible. I know that already. But I love the drama. I love the ballad shows because they have that emotion, they have the drama, and that's kind of what they lead with. So I'm just very excited. We started to work on the show, and I think it's gonna. I mean, I think all of them are gonna stand out. But for me, it feels very natural to go with a ballad because the Eurovision songs I've liked have and loved have been this kind of like type of music. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the other day, the Finnish public television published a video of you all reacting to your mate songs without knowing who was
Yeah.
the ones behind the song. We love your reaction to that video, but I'm going to ask you a question. When you first heard the other six songs, do you think that maybe one of them was like really going to stand out in your selection of this year?
I mean, I really the first time I heard him, it was really I was just overwhelmed because I was listening to six big bangers, like proper bangers, like full on and like in a row, and I was just like a grandpa trying to like, oh, who is this? Who is that? And then I was just like grooving to the songs. So to be honest, I didn't really have time to think about the songs themselves. But then later, when hearing them again, I was like, oh, I've kind of yeah, I've kind of realized that they are quite different, all of them. So I really don't know. It's going to be an interesting show, and I think it's going to be a tight race. And we'll see. And for me, it doesn't really feel like a competition yet. I mean, all of the people are so lovely, and it's just been really incredible to plan the show and do the video and all of these things. So I think we'll see how I feel when I get to Turku and we start really planning the show over there. So yeah, but I think it's going to be incredible. And yeah, all of the songs have their kind of niche, I think. So it's going to be super interesting to see who's going to go to Eurovision.
There is a question we ask to all the people we interviewed. So, if your song has to be in a movie or TV series soundtrack, what would it be? Which one would it be?
I've had songs in different TV shows and stuff, and it's really incredible every time. And I would love to write a Bond song and sing a Bond song to, those
Yeah.
are legendary, they're like legendary. It's like I guess that, yeah.
And Unai?
Yeah, talking about the songs this year, there are lots of songs in Finnish, but yours is full in English. Have you thought about taking out a version of your song in Finnish, or you haven't thought about it?
I haven't really thought about it. I mean, I always write in English. I used to live in Berlin for 6 years, so I've mostly made music outside of Finland. And so I speak Swedish and Finnish. Swedish is actually my mother tongue. So I always, for some reason, I felt English was my way to, or Swedish, maybe both, but was my like natural way to express myself with that language. But I do love Finnish. I don't sound very good singing Finnish songs, to be honest. Maybe that's the thing. Because I have a very like thick voice, and it's not just me doing something. As I have a low kind of voice, as you can hear. So like there's something like Finnish is very. It can be quite like monotone, and it's not as melodic as English. And I think it's hard for me to sing the way I like to express myself in Finnish. But maybe someday, I mean, it could be cool. Or maybe someone could make a cover in Finnish, somebody else. That could be really cool. That would be amazing. I'd love to hear that.
Um, when I want to know how did you react when the Finnish public television called you and say, "Hey, Lxandra, you are in. Congratulations." How did you react? How did you feel?
It was amazing. I was in Paris actually. I think, yeah, I was in Paris in my hotel room, and like it was tiny, and I was like, oh, does the Wi-Fi work? And I was just trying to organize it, and then I got on the Zoom, and then they were like, yeah, so you're in, and I was like, oh, right, and I didn't even like because we were just gonna talk, and I didn't actually know that they would tell me that I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be part of it, but yeah, I was just very happy, and I was just very excited. Obviously, it's been a great journey, and yeah, planning all the different things. It's just been, and I mean, I hope to get to the Eurovision, so it's just an amazing chance to do this.
Well, David has asked you before if your song was in a movie, what movie would it be? And now I'm going to ask you, if your song of this year was a color, what color would it be?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, I've had this one dress I had in the video, which was this kind of like mint green kind of thing. Maybe
Yeah.
that's the color. Maybe it's a bit similar to that side. Oh, it's like the other way around. My wall. Wait.
Yeah, it's the other way.
Yeah. Maybe that.
Cool. That's a
Cool.
good. I think nobody said mint green.
No,
Yeah.
no, nobody.
So
Or blue. Something like that. Like a bluish greenish thing. Yeah.
So there is no, there are three songs selected yet: Belgium, Albania, and Ukraine to Eurovision. Did you have the chance to hear anyone?
Not yet, but I'm very excited to listen. Hopefully I'll have time this weekend maybe to have a look. I'm excited to see like what the other countries are submitting this year. It's been interesting the last few years. I feel like it's really getting very versatile. So there are very different kinds of songs in the Eurovision, and it's just getting more. I feel like it's getting more and more excited. Maybe it's just me. I don't know, but I feel like it's getting more excited every year. Like very
Yeah.
exciting, different kinds of music, and I love that about it. That's like the point, I think.
Yeah, and talking about Eurovision songs, do you have a favorite Eurovision song, both from all of the Eurovision and also from Finland?
I mean, yeah, like I said, I love the ballads. So I think Duncan Lawrence Arcade, that one was great. And I mean, I did love Loreen. I mean, that wasn't a ballad, but like it had this kind of energy. The Euphoria one. And then I mean, those are both, yeah, I guess those are like my favorite winners. And then back in the days, ABBA, obviously. Um and I'm from Finland. I do love the rock. I think like I love the ballads and I love the rock acts. So I loved Måneskin, and I love Blind Channel. That was great. That also had the like the energy. I think yeah, I love the ballads and the rock, like the yeah. Those are my type of stuff.
Um, and besides your song and you, which other song do you want to be representing Finland on Liverpool?
Mine. That's mine. I don't know. I mean, me. Wait. I don't know. I mean, I think all of them could. Honestly, I think all of them. I mean, I think we could all be. I wish we could all be at the Eurovision. Maybe we
Yeah.
should. Some people I've seen comments where people are like donate these to other countries so you all could go to Eurovision. I'm like, yeah, I agree.
That's the thing we said when we analyze all the songs of Finland's selection, that there could be anyone winning. We
Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah,
yeah,
that's correct.
with the
and I think depending on the shows, I think everyone has a chance to get really far in the Eurovision too, not just winning UMK obviously, but
yeah.
also getting somewhere. So I think it's very strong this year. So I have no idea. It's gonna be really tight race.
Yeah, and you have told us before that your mother tongue is Swedish. So have you thought about presenting yourself not to the UMK but to the Melody Festival, and maybe in the future?
Not really, because I mean it's sweet. I'm not Swedish, so I just speak Swedish. So I feel like if somewhere it would be. I mean, I've also been asked if I would go like in Germany because I used to live in Germany for 6 years, so I was paying taxes there and all. So I could have like kind of I could have just it would have been okay. But I feel like Sweden. I haven't lived in Sweden, so I feel like it's like not the right like. I feel like yeah, Finland feels right. I'm
But
Finnish.
there is no problem because Krista Siegfried tried for the Melody Festival and after representing Finland. So
That's
that's why I'm
true.
asking.
Yeah. That's true, right? Yeah, I think for me, for myself, I feel like I wouldn't want to like. I think it's for the Swedish like acts, so I wouldn't want to go and take space, kind of like. I mean, I don't know if I would get anywhere there, but I think I would. I feel like Finland feels right. I mean, Germany could have maybe been something because I was living there for so long. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe you'll see me there at some point. We never know. Never know what's life's gonna bring.
We know that you can tell us a lot about your staging on the national final, but how can you describe it in maybe one, 3 words, uh, so we can make an idea?
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of drama. Obviously, it's a ballad, so dramatic, very dramatic and
I
epic.
love drama.
Yeah, me too. I mean, that's the thing. That's the whole point why I'm here. Like I love drama. Yeah, I love it. So I love the drama, and there's gonna be dancers, there's gonna be movement, and
Oh,
it's gonna be a very strong like contrast from start to finish. It's gonna go from very small to something very big. And yeah, I'm very excited. Yeah, more than that I don't want to share yet, but yeah, and very cool um set design
Yeah,
thing on stage. Yeah.
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 I want to know what were your inspiration in order to do that staging. Maybe you can tell us what your inspiration were in order to make it.
Yeah, for me, I mean, it was really we kind of started from the meaning of the song. So the song is really about, the importance of having something to lose to then have something to fight for, and to have those meaningful connections in life and relationships in life. Loneliness is so common these days, which is terrible. So it's really about it. Really, I really want to portray that the point of the song and the story of the song the importance of these important, like, deep connections to other people. So that's kind of the thing we started from, and then we really kind of thought of like the story, where the feeling starts and where the feeling ends. And so it's been it's kind of more than that I don't want to share, but that's kind of where it started from.
And of the last, I don't know if you follow Eurovision like all the years, but if you have seen the last edition of 2022, what was your favorite? I want to know.
That's a hard one. I didn't follow it. I didn't watch the whole thing because I was actually in LA. So I just saw clips and I didn't even see all of the performances. So I don't want to say anything because I still haven't seen all of them. And then I would maybe say something that I saw just because I saw it. So I'm not going to say anything because I was in LA that time and I couldn't watch it. Which was very sad.
I'm going to change the question. What songs did you saw?
I saw the Ukraine one, the UK one, and I thought both of them were really amazing. And I think I saw something else. I think I saw, was it Spain?
Yeah.
Incredible dance. Yeah.
Maybe slow-mo channels from Spain.
Yeah, I think I saw that one too. Yeah. All of them were great. I think I saw something else too, but I think those were the ones that kind of stayed in my mind. I mean, Ukraine, the winner, great.
Yeah.
Well, you told us that you lived in Germany for a while, and I don't know if you have been able to hear them, but this morning, about an hour ago, the Germany's participating songs in the Eurovision 2023 in the national final have came out. So maybe you have heard them, or didn't
Not
you
yet.
have
I didn't know they came out. I have to check that out. I'm excited. Very nice.
Yeah. This morning in about 1 hour ago.
I got it. Okay, cool.
So thank you so much for being with us, Lxandra. So maybe for closing this interview, we wanna ask you to say something to the people who's going to watching this interview. So that's your moment.
Yeah, take it.
Thank you for watching, and check out my song Something to Lose, the video, and maybe hopefully you'll watch the live. It's going to be really amazing. Thanks for watching. I'm Lxandra.
So I'm gonna switch to Spanish to close this interview. Pues bueno, aquí hemos estado con Lxandra, participante del UMK 2023. Nos vemos en próximas entrevistas.
Recordad seguirnos. Chao.